Speaking of the game on Sunday, though, we don't know if there'll be a free kick or not. We cannot promise. We
Probably
cannot guarantee.
I would bet against it.
We can promise that DTR will be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. I want to give Daryl Ryder real quick a head nod for this stat, but since 1999, DTR will be the 14th, third-string quarterback to make a start for the Browns. Before we get into this, can you guess what the record of the first 13 QB3s in their first start is?
It's
2-11.
I was going to say 1-12.
Bingo. Can you name the one winner? And I'll give you a hint.
Last year.
It was,
PJ.
Yeah.
PJ Walker last year.
Yeah, I was
there
going
you
to
go.
say, because I
So
remember it's happened recently.
Yeah.
that was the homage to Tyvis and PJ Walker.
There you go.
DTR's making his first start of the season. We don't know for sure if he'll have the runway to get the next 3 starts, but my question for you guys is today, what does he have to show you against Cincinnati and then hopefully the last 2 games of the season in order to put himself in the conversation to potentially be the Browns' starting quarterback in 2025?
I doubt there's anything he could do that would put him in that contention. I guess in theory, I think there's no chance this is going to happen. But let's say in theory, in the next 3 games, he threw for 1,000 yards and had 10 touchdowns and no interceptions.
If he does that, he's starting next year.
Even then, I don't think he is.
No, he's starting
But
next
he's in
year.
contention. But
I mean,
what would you give the odds of that happening?
0.
Yeah,
or very slim.
I was going to say 0.1%.
But, like, I was kind of with you. I'm like,
Yeah.
he's not going to do it. There's nothing.
Yeah.
He's not going to do it. But I'm factoring in
Yeah.
likelihood. If you take likelihood out, and this
Yeah.
question does,
Yeah.
this question is an open-ended question.
Right.
If he throws for 900 yards, 9 touchdowns, no picks, and they go 3-0, he is definitively the starter next
I don't
season.
believe that.
How could you possibly
Because
explain
it's
to your
3
fan
games.
base? I know, but how could you explain to your fan base that what you saw doesn't matter?
I think that's the only way he could get in the mix for a starter.
And the other reason that I say that is,
Yeah.
who the hell is going to start at quarterback?
You know what cracks me up about this?
Yeah.
This is exactly why I said he needed to start earlier. This is exactly
No,
why.
I agree with that too. So we would have
Because
more
you
work.
know what Jameis is. They never believed in Jameis. I sat here every week and told you
did.
guys they tried to trade him and they demoted him.
Yeah.
They've never shown any sort of commitment to him.
But wouldn't you
even through the
agree
good times?
They thought they clicked onto a lucky star.
I think that they
point.
rode a hot hand for a while with him.
And I think that they were also like, hey, well, who the hell knows? Maybe this is going to be. And then the Tiger always reverts to his stripes.
This is exactly why I said start him earlier,
But
because you
wouldn't
know
3
what
games
Jameis
be-
is.
I mean,
no.
it's not. You know, look, we were fooled with Jameis in 3 games.
That's right.
But the difference is DTR doesn't bring in baggage of a season in which he threw 30 picks.
I agree with you. I don't think he's going to do it.
No, and I think that too.
I've maintained all along. I don't think he's the guy. But you have to find out.
Right,
While
yeah.
he's here, use this opportunity to find. And they didn't do it. And now you got 3 games left. Now it doesn't matter. Because, I mean, he would have to play out of his mind. And even then, it's very likely it could be fool's gold. And all he could do at this point is play well enough to muck up their plans in terms of what they want to do and how they want to approach the offseason of, well, do we have a guy or do we don't?
He's coming back no matter what. I mean, he's under contract.
But, but had he played 5 or 6 games, it would give you more of a sample size to know what you have.
I agree with that.
You're shaking your head.
These guys don't have no plan. They ain't got no doggone plan. Like,
you know what? Right now, you're right. Because they don't know where they're drafting.
They don't know where they're drafting. And even if they do draft, even if you say it's a top, 5 pick, you ain't getting the top 2 quarterbacks in top 5. So that means you're going to have to talk yourself into one of these other guys. I threw it out on Twitter. I said, which one of these guys are you taking a look at to take rounds 2 through 7 that you're talking yourself into already?
Yeah.
And the names start coming out. The Rourke kid, Gabriel, we talked about, they wanted Aller, but he's going back to Penn State. Jackson Dart is a name that people start to throw out there. Beck, of course. So people have already started talking about the quarterbacks.
The other guys.
Yeah. So, look, can DTR be a starting quarterback next year?
Did you get Will Howard?
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you get Will Howard and did you get the kid from Syracuse that left after last year?
Kyle McCord.
Kyle McCord.
I told you that Will Howard. I told you they love that Will Howard. They love him.
So you had people mention Will Howard.
Off top.
I
off
figured
bat.
that.
Look, you know where it was coming.
Yeah.
But could DTR be the guy in 3 games? I mean, he's going to have to play well. But let me just tell you this.
What would he have to do?
He'd probably have to throw. I don't think he has to go perfect. Say, for instance, he averages like 275 a game.
That's good.
275.
That's the new 300, isn't it?
275, and say he throws 3 games. Say he throws 8 touchdowns and maybe 3 interceptions. Now, it all depends also on what the offense looks like. It depends on if he's very efficient and he doesn't have a bunch of almost picks.
Oh, so in other words, like the Saints game, you can't have 495 and 14 points.
No. You got to get the points. See what he has to do.
395.
Yeah, what he has to do is he has to get points on the board, and they lose the game because of the defense. If you do that and he puts up numbers and they're like, well, he didn't turn the ball over. He used his legs. He scrambled. He didn't throw the ball and get a bunch of almost picks, and he put touchdowns on the board. People will start to look at those 3 games because, look, the honest part about it is we looking for somebody. It's 145 right now.
There's a great opportunity in front
Hey,
of them.
145, closing time. Last
Everybody
call for
looks
alcohol.
better. Everybody looks
Everybody
better.
looking good right now.
Hey, 10 she's a 2, 2 she's a 10.
10, you done-
145?
145.
What's 145?
145 p.m.
Morning. That's last call
Beer,
for alcohol.
he's saying beer goggles.
In the
Do all
morning.
that beer
I thought you were
goggles
talking
on.
about DTR's weight.
No, he 145 too, and he probably only gonna throw for 145 yards. So
Probably.
But here's the thing. I tell you what. I'm interested in seeing it because right now there's no good options. The great thing for him is if they're bringing all these guys back, which it looks like they might bring Winston back, they may bring Deshaun Watson back. Everybody does not want Deshaun Watson to play. That's one strike.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston throws a bunch of picks, and they've already signaled they know what that is. That's
I don't
another
think the
strike.
Browns are going to sign Winston.
I don't
Okay.
either.
Well,
I
in
don't
that
either.
case, that leaves.
If he's not your starter,
Yeah.
you know.
So that means DTR is on the roster because he's under contract.
well, I think he has to be on the
Probably.
roster. He's under contract.
So you got the inside track. You think they're gonna play Watson over him? He was already a second-team quarterback.
No, I think you're going to bring somebody else in.
Okay.
yeah,
they're-
I think the quarterback for 25 is not now a Brown.
And I've always said it's better to be in the building than not be in the building.
Sure.
Because you know what I am. I mean, depending on what Sam Darnold does, depending on what one of these rookies do, I'd rather be DTR than a rookie looking to play for the Browns.
Yeah. The Browns have no shot.
No
at
shot at
Darnold.
Sam.
None?
None.
He's
I
getting
didn't
over
know.
$100 million. He's going to get more than Baker got,
Yeah, you will get more than
I
Baker
would
got.
think.
The
right?
latest
I
real
think he'd be
GM,
right at or slightly above.
the latest real GM projection is Sam Darnold looking to make $52 million a year.
Oh, my
just ahead of
God.
well, what kind of world are we living in?
On 1 year.
Guys, if that's the case, okay,
Yeah.
and Sam Darnold equals 50, then what are we printing Monopoly money now?
This is crazy.
Good for him. I don't know. I don't think he's going to get $50 million a year, but what did Baker get? 30, right?
Well, you know
Yeah,
why?
you got 3 for
taking
100.
into that account their
Okay.
projection, Mike, I wonder if what they're doing is looking at the fruit on the tree. If there's no fruit on the tree, the apples are worth a lot more money.
I have
right.
no idea. If
Right
the
now, that
managers see the
quarterback
number.
tree has no fruit on it. So the fruit
Yeah.
that is there
That's right.
is worth, it's supply and
There's
demand.
going to be 10 teams interested in Sam Darnold next year.
And that's what's
And
going to
he's-
drive the
it's
price
demand.
up.
I mean, this
But-
guy has 3,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions.
Those are Baker's
104.9 rating. They gonna pay. Somebody gonna pay him a lot of money.
God.
I'm paying
Off
it.
1 year.
I'm gonna pay it.
Well,
if I ain't got a
Hey,
quarterback,
Baker got 33. It's a year later. Darnold's played a little better probably than Baker played last year. Not a lot better, but a little. I would think he'd get $40 million a year. Plus, they're 11. What are they? 12-2.
they ain't
They're
lost.
12-2. Yeah.
He's a former top 3
Baker,
pick.
Baker at least had like good moments over his first couple of years.
Yeah, Darnold
has sucked.
He had stink on him.
sucked.
That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but coming in, I think there were a lot. I think going into that draft, there were more teams that liked Darnold than liked Baker.
Hey man, today's price ain't yesterday's
Oh,
price,
really?
bro.
I think so. This is I don't know that for sure.
If
but-
you
I
put
just-
you putting them in, and if I'm Minnesota, I'm thinking like this. Man, look, I got enough cap space. I ain't paying nobody. I'm about to franchise you. I'm about to
They
franchise
might.
you.
They might.
And
Well, it'd be less than $50.
it's going to be less than 50.
I don't
and
know.
I got JJ McCarthy.
Well,
I can bring him
isn't
back
it an
slow.
average of the top 5? There aren't 5 guys making $50 million a year at quarterback.
Oh yeah, I think there are now.
I don't think so.
I'll tell you one sec.
Find
Yeah.
out what the franchise tag would be for a quarterback.
I mean,
Maybe it is 50.
Mahomes is going to skew everybody else anyway.
He is. Yeah.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys making over 50.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And then you got Kyler Murray at 46. Mahomes is the 14th highest paid quarterback
What?
at 45.
Yeah,
What'd you
because he
say?
signed his contract a while ago.
Mahomes is the 14th highest paid quarterback on
Wait a
an
minute,
average
who's number
annual
one?
per year basis.
Is
Dak
Josh
Prescott.
Allen number one?
Oh, Dak.
That Prescott,
Dak.
Dak Prescott.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot about
Dak.
that. I forgot about that.
So
You guys are shocked that quarterbacks make a lot of money?
That's
No,
just
I mean,
creeped up on. I remember when the bar was $30 million and then
Yeah, but the
$40
cap
million.
has continued
I didn't
to go
realize
up, too.
that a third of the league's
Yeah.
quarterbacks were making $50
That's
million. That means you're going to have to squeeze another guy onto
You
this
know what?
roster.
Minnesota should just franchise him.
I told
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
Well, yeah,
franchise
you'd
him.
be stupid not to.
Because I would not want to. I would not want to marry Sam Darnold.
And if
No,
he does
and that's
it,
why. So just
but if
date
he
him
does
for
it
another
again
year.
next year, then you pay him.
Yes, then you don't
Probably,
mind
yeah.
paying him
Right,
because
right,
it's
right.
not fool's gold.
And then you
There are
can
still
trade
And then
people-
you trade
McCarthy.
McCarthy.
There are
yeah.
still people that are not convinced that this is Sam Darnold,
I'm not. I'm one of those
and
people.
I'm in that class too. I'm not convinced. I think
I wouldn't be the team that gave him that money, but
No.
franchising it makes a lot of sense because if he did it for 2 years, I'd buy in because he had the pedigree going in.
Right.
And so 2 years in a row, I'm in.
maybe he's turned the corner. He's right. He's with the right quarterback coach, the right offensive
Sure.
coach.
Can you imagine Derek Anderson having that 1 year and then giving him $50 million based on that?
Yeah,
1
well,
year?
that
Guys, Mitchell.
Scott Mitchell. Somebody paid him. It wasn't
the
even a full
Dolphins.
year.
No,
It was like a half a season.
No, because I think Marino went down in game one of that
Detroit
season
paid
with the
him.
Achilles. I
Yeah.
think it was early in the year, but he played his
Okay.
tail off
Yeah,
and
yeah,
got massively paid.
Marino got hurt here, didn't he? I think that was here.
So
I think it was here.
Yeah.